Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining this course on understanding Saudi Arabia's Personal Data Protection Law, PDPL. In today's digital age, protecting personal data is more important than ever. Saudi Arabia has introduced the PDPL to regulate how personal data is collected, used, stored, and shared, both inside and outside the kingdom. This course is designed to help you understand the key principles, rights, and responsibilities defined in the law. Whether you're a business leader, a privacy officer, an IT professional, or just someone who handles personal data, this course will give you the foundation you need to ensure compliance with PDPL and build a culture of privacy within your organization. Let's get started by exploring why PDPL was created, what it covers, and how it applies to you. Now, let's walk through the structure of this course so you know what to expect in each section. We'll begin with Section 1, Introduction to the PDPL, where we explore the background, objectives, and scope of Saudi Arabia's PDPL, why it was introduced, who it applies to, and how it fits into the global privacy landscape. In Section 2, Rights of Data Subjects, will cover the rights granted to individuals under PDPL, such as the right to access, correct, and delete their data, and the responsibilities organizations have in upholding these rights. Section 3, Obligations of Controllers and Processors, will focus on the legal duties of those handling personal data. We'll look at roles, responsibilities, and legal expectations from businesses and service providers. In Section 4, Handling Sensitive Data, we'll discuss what qualifies as sensitive data under PDPL and the additional security and compliance measures required to protect it. In Section 5, Enforcements and Penalties, we'll go over how the law is enforced, who is responsible for oversight, and the consequences of noncompliance, including fines and other penalties. In Section 6, Practical Implementation, is all about turning the law into action. We'll explore real world steps your organization can take to become and stay compliant, from conducting data impact assessments to developing internal policies and training programs. And finally, in Section 7 is our Q&A, where we'll address your questions, discuss real-life scenarios, and ensure you leave with clarity and confidence in applying the PDPL in your role. So let's get started. This course is designed with a specific audience in mind, professionals who play a critical role in protecting data and ensuring compliance with their organizations. First, it's ideal for cybersecurity professionals who are responsible for implementing technical safeguards and minimizing risks related to personal data breaches. It also targets compliance officers who need to align internal policies and practices with the legal requirements of the PDPL. Legal advisors will also benefit by understanding how the law affects contractual terms, risk assessments, and regulatory reporting obligations. And finally, it's especially relevant for ID managers in Saudi Arabia who oversee the systems, vendors, and operations that handle sensitive and personal data. If you fall into any of these roles or work closely with these teams, this course will equip you with the essential knowledge to support your compliance efforts under the PDPL. Now, before we dive in, let's talk about why this course matters and why should you invest your time in understanding Saudi's PDPL. First, it's about staying compliant. The PDPL carries significant financial penalties with fines reaching up to 5 million Saudi riyals. This course will help you avoid those risks by guiding you through the key legal requirements and how to meet them. Second, it's about protecting your organization. Data breaches can damage your reputation and erode customer trust. This course teaches you how to safeguard sensitive data and implement practices that keep your company secure. Third, you'll gain practical skills, not just theory. We'll go through real world examples, interactive exercises, and actionable tips you can take back to your team. And finally, it's about staying ahead. Privacy regulations in Saudi Arabia are evolving. By the end of this course, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to keep up with these changes and ensure your organization remains on the right side of the law. So, as we said, you'll walk away with a solid understanding of the key elements of Saudi Arabia's PDPL. You'll begin by understanding the scope of the PDPL. You'll also recognize the rights of data subjects. You'll also learn how to implement compliance measures by developing lawful strategies for collecting, processing, storing, and transferring data within and outside the kingdom. We'll then focus on how to handle sensitive data responsibly, especially when it comes to high risk categories like health and credit information. These require special attention under the law. And finally, you will understand how to mitigate risks and avoid penalties by exploring enforcement mechanisms, understanding potential consequences for non compliance. With this knowledge, you'll be ready to guide your organization toward compliance and build stronger trust with your stakeholders.